What's up, world? This is Creator. Today I'm going to show you how to quickly and easily use your Bosch 12V lithium-ion batteries in your Dremel tool and your Dremel 12V lithium-ion batteries in your Bosch tools. If you're like me and you own one or more 12V lithium-ion Bosch tools and you just have to have a rotary tool or a Dremel tool as well, you may have already went out and bought a Bosch or a Dremel 12V lithium-ion rotary tool. And you may have also noticed that the battery packs look almost exactly the same. In fact, the Dremel battery works in the Bosch battery charger and vice versa. The Bosch battery charger is 30 minutes as opposed to the Dremel 60 minutes, so I do prefer the Bosch battery charger. But if you take your Dremel battery and you try to stick it in your Bosch tool, you'll notice that it almost fits right up in there. In fact, the only thing keeping it from fitting up in there is that little corner of the plastic clip. So the Dremel tool almost goes up into the Bosch, the Dremel battery almost goes up into the Bosch tool really easily. In fact, with very little modification, you could cut that corner off and it would snap right up in there, no problem. You would end up with a gap on this edge of the battery and a small gap on this edge of the battery. Not a big deal, but I actually own a lot more Bosch batteries than I do Dremel batteries, and I want to be able to use my Bosch batteries in my Dremel tool. And there is a lot more material that would have to come off there. This whole big plastic part of the tab would have to be cut off, and there'd be some modification to the little battery tab there as well. So today I'm going to show you how to quickly and easily use either battery and either charger with very little work. If you notice on the bottom of both batteries, there are 3 access ports. These are actually release tab points for the plastic clip that actually attaches the battery to the tool. So what you want to do is find yourself a screwdriver that fits down into the slot there. You want to be able to go all the way down into the slot, but not be too big that you're bottoming out on the sides of the slot. So you want to be able to go all the way down in the slot and also be big enough that you got some prying action there. And the way I like to do it is find the tip of your battery, the tip with the contacts. It's kind of like a triangle there. Find that tip and I start with that. I'll grab the battery like I'm going to open the beer bottle with a lighter. Grab it like that. Basically what I'm doing is I'm pushing up on the base while I'm pushing down on the battery itself. So I got an upward motion on the bottom and a downward motion on the top. And take your screwdriver in, and you're going to start on these 2 sides of the triangle here. Stick your screwdriver in and just lean it towards the middle of the battery. Same thing here, screwdriver in, lean it towards the middle of the battery. And then last tab there, lean it in towards the middle of the battery. And there you have it. I like to do the flat base of the triangle last, because you're basically going up and then out like that. So there you have your core battery piece and your plastic retaining clip piece. Same is true for the Bosch battery. Find your contacts. It's going to be this big fat part on the Bosch tool. Grab it like a beer bottle. Stick your screwdriver in there. Lean it in towards the middle of the battery. Screwdriver in, lean it towards the middle of the battery. The Bosch are a little bit more, they have a little bit more meat on the tabs, so they are a little bit more difficult. And there you go. It's quick and easy, and they will kind of loosen up over time as the little sharp edges on the clip there kind of wear out, and it'll be really easy. But if you look at the batteries themselves, they are exactly the same. Same contacts, same markings, same label, and even the core markings. They all have a serial number on the top, and then they say 3 INR 18/65. All the ones I have say that same 3 INR 1865. So now you can use either battery and either base. It only takes a second, especially if you're not doing it on camera. You can do it quick and easy. It's almost as fast as pulling one of those old style clip batteries off of a charger, fussing with it and putting it back on the tool and making sure it clips. You can do it quick and easy. Now you can use either battery and either tool without modifying the battery at all. Stay tuned for my next video. I'm going to show you how the internals of the battery look and how you can quickly, pretty easily rebuild that battery and actually get much higher capacity. So be sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel.